Hi art friends, it's Carolyn here, and today I am doing an art journal page. I started scribbling very childlike just to get some marks on the paper, not to have those white pages staring at me. And I started to think, why do I art journal? I think that this is a great page to kind of share with you why I do that. One is simply just to create, just to release that creative energy, but also to create kind of a visual diary of things that I need to express and maybe get out. So you can see I take some white gesso, put it on top of all of those pencil graphite marks and make a big hot mess. And mixed media is all about layers. And a lot of layers end up being covered up. And you might wonder why even bother. But the truth is, when I start a page, I don't usually know where it's going. I don't really have a plan. I'm just creating, doing different layers and see what I come up with. I'm using a stencil girl stencil and putting some Payne's Gray. This is the Golden's Payne's Gray, which I think has a very blue look to it, which is why I actually like it. So again, why do I art journal? I think it's a great place to play and try not to have judgment. You know, I do sell art, so some people might say, why are you creating in a book where you know you're not going to sell it and you know you're not going to hang it? And I think that it's a critical part to me being an artist because I get to experiment and try different things, and if I can control that inner critic, then even if it's not the best piece, I still learn something while doing it. So I'm going to collage some pieces down. I put a stamped image of an eye down that was on tissue and some letters. The letters were on a thicker piece of paper, so I actually had to use a little bit more glue. Obviously I used a lot of glue and made sure it was well glued down, and I did add a layer of clear gesso just to kind of seal in all of those bottom layers. Now I'm starting to work with color, and I am using some transoxide red, some Payne's Gray, teal, transoxide yellow, and I think I also end up using some titanium, unbleached titanium. Now I'm taking the end of my paintbrush and actually like scratching into the wet paint. In pottery, I know we call this graffito, so you'll see me do this a lot throughout this video. It just adds another layer, another bit of texture to the page. And again, I think this actually ends up getting covered up. Adding back some white space here since the page was pretty much fully covered. More stenciling, more layers over and over. And notice I actually flipped that stencil, so I actually had flowers going multiple directions. Like, you know, flowers when they grow are not always growing in a straight line up and down. So I got this image of a magazine, and I'm going to cut around it and glue it down onto my page. And this is another reason why I art journal. Again, kind of getting those feelings out, things that are going on in life. Have lots of things in my life right now. Prayers, as I'm sure a lot of you do. And I saw this photo of the statue, and it just really resonated with me. Can you tell me why you art journal? Do you guys have any other thoughts, any other reasons I haven't hit on today? going to add some more white gesso back to hopefully bring out my focal point. I'm taking a Stabilo All pencil to add some of those details and lines back. And I'm also using my new Derwent Inktense pencils throughout this video. I love this part. You know, sometimes you do a part and you're like, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't covered it up, because I do cover that up. And now I am journaling my thoughts of what's going on, why I'm doing this page, or why I was inspired to do this page. I got all those feelings out. They've been released, and now I'm going to cover them back up. And that's okay. You know, everything you do on a page has a purpose. I truly believe that. And for whatever reason, I needed to write about what was on my mind, and now I am continuing on with my page. I do that a lot. Sometimes I start a page by just writing on it before I even put any paint or brush to the paper. If I had let that ink dry, it wouldn't have smeared into it. I literally, I don't have a lot of patience. I think I just keep moving from step to step, layer to layer. More sgraffito or scratching out of designs in the background. And I love how with the white on top, those dark underlayers really come out when you scratch through those, through that surface. So I'm going to fiddle a bunch more with these flowers. Just trying to get them the way I like it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've inspired you to go create something and given you some new ideas for texts or just something fun to watch. Thanks again. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, give us a thumbs up, and share.